Assalamu alaikum. My brothers and sisters, it's always Deen over Dunya, because ultimately this Dunya is temporary. We can never give preference to something that's not everlasting. Remember, if you give preference to something that's not everlasting, you're bound to lose, because when that thing comes to an end, you have nothing more. But if you've given preference to that which is eternal and everlasting, you will always win. That's why we say Deen over Dunya. What the Deen does for you, it gives you a decent Dunya, and at the same time it prepares you for the eternal hereafter. And that's why the dua is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. We want hasana and goodness in this world, we want it in the hereafter, and we want to be saved from the punishment of hellfire. So if we take a look at all the lovely things we found on earth, they are actually a deception, because everything we found on earth was on earth before we came onto the earth and shall remain on earth after we've left, until a time Allah wishes to destroy everything. But if you look at our preparation for the hereafter and you think about it, you will come to realize that it's never good enough to prefer this world over the hereafter. Now, what is meant by that? Does it mean we're not allowed to enjoy ourselves? We're not allowed to eat and drink? We're not allowed to wear decent clothing and have good perfumes and so on? No. All it means is whatever you do, make sure you're not transgressing the command of Allah. When you enjoy, make sure it's halal, make sure it's decent, make sure it's moral, make sure it's good. When you would like to have something, make sure you're allowed to have it, make sure you got it and achieved it through the correct channels. If a person would like wealth, for example, they either do it through deception, which is a loss, or they do it through hard work in the halal way, which is not deceiving anyone, it's not pinching from anyone, but rather we work in a way, we ask Allah and we are satisfied with what we have, we keep thanking Him, and whatever we get, we make sure it brings us closer to Allah. That's called Deen over Dunya. If you get something and it distances you from Allah, then what you've done is you've preferred the Dunya over the Deen. But if you get something and it brings you closer to Allah, you're winning. May Allah bless you with more. Similarly, when you lose something, it should bring you closer to Allah. That's a believer. That's Deen over Dunya. I lost this, I lost that. For as long as I haven't lost Allah, I've lost nothing in actual fact. Because the temporary world, even if I lose all of it, if I've not lost the hereafter, I've actually not really lost. Because the patience that I will have to endure for a temporary time is manageable. What's the worst case? The worst case scenario is I die. If I were to die and I'm going to eternal bliss, it was worth the patience. But if I lived long and I lost the eternal bliss, or even if I lived short and I lost the eternal bliss, I've lost everything. So when you lose something, let it bring you closer to Allah. When you gain something, let it bring you closer to Allah. You praise Allah upon all conditions, and you make sure whatever you do in this world, do it in a way that you do not compromise your relationship with Allah, and at the same time, you'll enjoy whatever He has kept for you to enjoy on earth. May Allah make it easy for all of us. أقول قولي هذا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.